Welcome, everyone. I'm very excited to be sharing our new ComplyBot. We've got a lot of work that we've done on this system. So I'm very excited to be able to share this with you and give you some answer any questions that you may have. We had a lot of people who were interested in this new system, and that's the reason why we decided we're going to do a demo. Now, we have had some tech issues this morning. Can't have a day without tech issues, I think. It's just the way life is. So we're just going to see how we go with me screen sharing and then making sure that this demo is actually going to work. So to start with, now what I wanted to cover first is the reason why I created ComplyHub is because as I was rewriting all of the policies, procedures, forms and documentation for under the new standards, I realised that spreadsheets weren't going to cut it. I created a number of registers within a Excel spreadsheet, and I had pull down menus to make it easier so that you could do your data entry. But in the day of AI and all of the tech that we have now, we've been able to create our own compliance management system, which will manage it so much easier than having to use spreadsheets. So that's the reason why I created ComplyHub. And the other main reason was we also identified that with all of the risk management requirements that are under the new standards, I wanted to make sure that we covered that as well. So let's get started and have a look at what this system does. Now, if you have any questions, please add it to the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have, and we'll take it from there. Now, so this is still in prototype mode, so we haven't officially launched ComplyHub yet. There's still a few things that we need to tweak and fix within the system. So this is what it looks like when you log in. The main dashboard, I've still got a bit more work to do on the dashboard, but basically it's going to give you an overall compliance. What's included in that compliance is all of your risk registers, as well as your governance registers. And then it's got a number of other tasks it will do. So it's just going to make it a nice, easy screen for you to look at, where you can have a quick snapshot of what's going on within the system. Then we have this governance register. So the governance register, the idea for this came from the spreadsheet. So we created this spreadsheet, and a number of our team, yes, have we got it recording? Yes, we have got it recording. Yes, we can get you a copy of the recording. One of our team members, he identified, well, what's a way we could create this spreadsheet into making it more usable? And the first version of ComplyHub was the compliance tracker. So we had this compliance tracker where it was based on these spreadsheets. Then we had an opportunity. So if anybody knows me, they know I'm a tech head and I love my technology. And I found a platform where I could build ComplyHub on a dashboard. And that's what I've created, is using an app to put a ComplyHub. And basically we took the spreadsheets and all the pull down menus and we put it into this system. So basically the dashboard is a overview. So you've got an overview of what is compliant and what's not compliant, and you can put in who's done what within there as well. So that's just the overview. Then we can go to complaints and appeals. So this is your complaints and appeals register. So basically what you've got here is you've got a snapshot of any complaints and appeals that have been submitted. So they would have been submitted there. But then we can add an item. So we can go to item and we can say, you know, who was the complaint, who was making the complaint, or what was the complaint about. So we'll go, Joe's complaining about himself, maybe. trainer. So it could be the trainer, student, RTO staff, or an employer, resources, or assessment tools. So let's go with assessment tools. And we're going to say Joe's the trainer. So the trainer has made a complaint against the assessment tool. So then we can, this one is a complaint. We can put in today's date. We can set a due date. So one of the main requirements is you have to have your complaints resolved within 60 days. So you could give it a month if you wanted to, or if it's something easy, it might be something that might take longer. And then we haven't got an outcome yet, so we're going to leave that one blank. And then we can say whether it's high risk, low risk, or medium risk. So, and then we can put in what is the complaint about. So assessment tool needs updating to the latest industry standards, something like that. So then you can add that item, and then that will go into your register. As I said, my system is quite slow today, but that's how you would record a complaint and then have that complaint within your register. And then all the complaints will then be logged within the list. So it will go into the list, and you'll have all of your complaints then within that list. Okay, so then we move to the opportunity for improvement. So opportunity for improvement falls under the continuous improvement requirements. So there's a lot of new requirements around how you're going to ongoing manage your continuous improvement. So it's looking at different things within your RTO. So it could be training materials, assessment tools, the student support. So how are you managing student support, training and assessment updates? It could be industry, things like that as well. The form is not here, so we would have a button here to then enter, very similar to the complaints and appeals. Then another register that we've identified is you're going to need to put industry, your industry updates. So you're also going to need to put those in there. I don't think that one's actually linked to the right page. A big one was professional development. So you now need to have a professional development register for all of your trainers and assessors that states what PD have they done, and then setting a system for that PD. Can you add a link to the communication records related to that complaint? Oh, yes, I could definitely do that. Great idea. As I said, this is still in development, so I can definitely do that. And then our aim is that we want to be able to link this to your student management system, so that you can then state, okay, this is a link to the student management system, or it could be to the student's file, where I know Accelerate had registered for today, and I'd love to discuss this further with Accelerate if they would like this plugged into their student management system. So it's something that we're looking at doing down the track. We originally developed this for our members at Vivacity, but then we identified that there were a lot of other people who would need this sort of system as well, so that they can manage their ongoing compliance easily without all of the having like all these spreadsheets or documents all over the place. You can have it all in one place. Then we can have a WHS. So if you've had an incident within the organisation, you can report that incident. With third-party reporting is another big component, and I've broken this down by third parties being and if someone's delivering training and assessment under your scope of registration, compared to third parties that may be recruitment, marketing, or other third parties that you may have. And then another requirement is the fit and proper person requirements. So, and what I'll do is, because these registers aren't coming up properly, I will try and bring those up separately so that you can have a look at those as well, because I think this register area is a very big requirement that we need to be looking at. Okay, so let's now look at the documents register. So the way we've created the documents register is that version control, so managing your version control, but also by ensuring that everyone has access to all of your policies, procedures, and documentation. So you'll have a number of users who can log into this system, and they'll be able to access the documents as well as the policies within the organisation, and then it will be stored within the document library. And the way we've done it is you map it to the standards. So you can say what standard it comes under, what number is it. So if it's 1.1, which is training, then you can go to the quality area and then look at the risks as well. So whether it's a high, medium, low, or critical risk. So you can add those in there as well. You can also state whether it's a policy, procedure, form, template, or a record that you can do as well. So I could upload a policy, for example. So I would put the policy in there, and that policy would then be mapped within your system, and then you would be able to see all your documents in the document library. Okay, just checking. I can see a lot of AIs are in here taking notes. So we've got those as well. So what I'm going to do is stop sharing for a moment, and I'm just going to show you the those other registers, because they're the main things that we're going to need in order to manage those registers. Okay. Get the screen to move. Okay, here we go. So what I identified with the registers is we needed to have something where you could easily update information and have a form that you are filling in. So that form would be where you can add complaints and appeals, but also the fit and proper person requirements. There's instead of having a Word document, you would have a form that you would fill in instead. So in the past, we've always provided with our clients with a form that would be completed, which is in a document, and then you would have it in a paper-based register. So what's going to happen now is you'll have it within the register within ComplyHub. And okay, so all right, I couldn't find that one, so I am just going to move on to the bot. So another exciting thing that we're doing within ComplyHub is we're adding the compliance bot that I have trained over the last 3 years. So the idea here is that you'll be able to ask any compliance questions to the bot at any given time, 24/7, and it will be able to answer your questions. Now, I know that a number of our members have already been using our compliance bot, but in the future, what we want to do is we want to have this bot tied in with all of the risk registers so that we can make sure that we're updating using AI. So you'll be able to ask it a question, what is a policy on, let's say, industry consultation? And then the bot will be able to answer your question within that. So you'll go in there and then it will be able to answer your questions. Now, the big thing is what we're doing in the future is we're going to have it so that it will tie in with all of these other areas that we're managing within ComplyHub. Okay, so Um, oh, I just got the risk management register working and now it's not working, unfortunately. So let's see if we can look at anything else. Any questions so far? And when it comes to the documents register, what is it within the documents register that you would like to see? Because this is where we can add some other requirements in there so we can make it much easier for you to manage your documents, but also ensuring that compliance requirements as well. No questions so far. All right, I'm just bringing up another screen and we'll be able to have a look at this one. There we go. This one's working. Okay. All right. So this is the risk register. So the big area with risk management is like we've actually got a whole standard on this, and there's also the practice guide on this one as well, and there's a lot of requirements around the risk management. So what we're doing is we're tying the risk management with the governance registers. So basically when you add a new risk, you create a title. So it could be students on work placement. That could be one area. So then we want to look at what would be the area that would be and what quality area. So that one's actually going to come under student. We'll just put this one under governance at the moment. And it could be, we'll say it's a medium. And then we'll set a date of when we want to manage that risk. Oh, come on, select date. Could you add reference to the quality area for each doc as opposed to just the reference to the standard? Yes. So the way we want it to work is we want to be able to, so that's going back to the documents register. The way that we want to do it is you'll put your policy in, you'll say what standard is it? So is it the outcome standards, compliance requirements, or credential policy? Then you'll go into, because that will go to quality area, and then we can rank the risks. You can also have it related to other registers. So it could be a risk register, so it can drop down to the risk register. So say if you've got a document that might be at risk or needs to be updated or something like that, you can then drop it down into there. And then you can, you need to put in who is the user, and then when will be the next review date. We currently use Novacore for document management. Will ComplyHub have the same functionality? Yes, that's the aim, is that's how we'll do it, is we'll manage all of the version control within here, and then you'll have all of your lists of documents listed in here. And then you'll also have the search function where you'll be able to do a search for all of the different documents that you may have. So that's the idea, is that it's not just a document register, it's also looking at all of the other compliance requirements and where you can then add whatever that risk is within those compliance requirements as well. Excellent. Glad to hear that you like that idea. I like that idea as well. The main idea behind all of this is I wanted one system where we could manage everything within the same system. So you can have your dashboard where you're having a look at an overview of where you're at. what are the risk ratings on each of those registers, and then it's also going to come up with alerts with anything that you need. Like we're going to have a calendar, and in the calendar you're going to have all of your reporting. So what reports you need to send to ASQA or NCVER, and it will do an alert for that. But not only that, if you have a ASQA audit coming up, you can put a time frame within the system for your ASQA audit, and then what you need to do, so project manage what you need to do when you have the audit coming up. So you can put tasks in there and then assign those tasks to different staff members. So you've got you'll be able to add a task in here and then say what it is, who's assigned to it, what the deadline is, and that's going to be great for managing when you're going to an audit. So you can have that to manage that. So this is, we'll see if the compliance calendar works. Yep. So this is the compliance calendar. So you can put it in here. So you can put in what events are coming up. So it could be ASQA audit, what the priority is. And then the whole idea is I then want to manage the risk of that as well when it comes to an audit in particular. Would ComplyHub allow you to add more registers like validations? Yes. So we actually already have validation register. So we've got continuous improvement. So let's see. So we've got, got to fix this one up. So we've got WHS, complaints and appeals, fit and proper person, industry currency, third-party reporting, professional development, resources and equipment, credit transfer, RPL. We've also done one for TAE, so you can have a register of all of your training and assessment strategies. So you can record when what version it is, and you can record when it was last updated. So this is something that we identified within the standards as well. And if you've got ideas for any other registers, please let me know. But yes, we are putting in assessment validations as well. And then, of course, we can also identify a way where you can add your own registers. So if you wanted to add any others, but I'd love for you to come to us first, because highly likely that we're going to create registers that are going to be needed across all of the different requirements. How about completions register, like those who have received their certificate, like a summary of who has received them? That should be in your student management system. I didn't want to create ComplyHub to replicate what you would have in your student management system. So and Adam, I know you're a member of ours, so that's something we could discuss, that we could possibly do that. But I really need to think about, whether that would be useful doing that. So here's a opportunity for improvement. So you can put, we want to make all the register numbers automatic. So don't worry about that one there, but you would put in the date of when it was completed, who completed the form, and then you've got positions within the organisation as well. So this is where I was talking about the spreadsheets that are converted into this dashboard. You can just pull down the menu and you can say, okay, who is submitting the opportunity for improvement. You can enter in here what your opportunity for improvement is. If there was any stakeholder feedback and data collection, so then this ties in with industry consultation as well. So you could say, yes, we can go back to that assessment tool that may have been non-compliant. So we say, okay, it was industry representatives, and it could have been through a survey, so an industry survey, and we got feedback from a industry with regards to the assessment tool, or could be the industry outcomes or things like that. It could have also been from complaints and appeals, could have been through other benchmarking requirements and things like that as well. So I'm just going to put surveys in there. And then this is where we can then map it to the risk management register. So you can go in, was it a misinterpretation of the standards, a non-compliance with ASQA or DWA requirements, insufficient internal policies and procedures, lack of documentation. So we're looking at lots of different root causes that could be added in there, and then we can rank it high, medium, and level. Could there be an option to link a document to the register? Yes, so that's definitely what we want to do. So then, what we wanted to do is with all of these governance registers, and this is something we couldn't do in a spreadsheet. So that's why I created the dashboard, because the spreadsheet wasn't going to cut it. So the idea is that when you add a new entry, and you would actually link this, then your TAS, to the documents register. So that way you can say this is an update when your TAS was updated, and then it's linked to the document as well. Can we add marketing and advertising register? Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to write that down. So yes, because I've actually written a whole process for that at the moment, and it would be great if we can manage that. I'll see. Yes, marketing and advertising. Yeah, I can definitely add something like that. I've just done a whole heap of writing for that at the moment. So yeah, that's definitely a can do. Any other suggestions? I'm loving this. This is awesome. We had lots of, the TAE was one that once again, I was going through the policies and procedures, and I identified as I was writing the policies and procedures that we needed to add the training and assessment strategies. There shouldn't be TAE, should be TAS in there. What else have we got? You can enter RPL if someone applied for an RPL. This is where I struggled with this one, whether we should do credit transfer and RPL in here, because that should also be managed within your student management system, but it may be that they are unsuccessful. So we need to have one place so that we can identify whether that person was successful or not. So then we would redirect. So we put in that they applied for an RPL, and then we would refer it back to the student management system. So then you would use that. Love that, Nick. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Love the show. Awesome. Are there any export? Yes. So, yes, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be, and I think I had it in my other version as well, you'll have a option to, I'll just find, I've got two versions of this this system at the moment, so, and I'm playing between the two of them at the moment, and yes, we're definitely doing exports. So when we go to the risk management register, there will be the option to export to PDF or an Excel spreadsheet. So you'll be able to download those. So that's the risk management, and you'll also be able to do that within the governance registers as well. Credential and certification register. Once again, this one is, I'm thinking this is going to become a student management system, but once again, that should be under your student management system. Yes, definitely student support register. Yes, we could definitely, because I've got a whole process for that and forms already. So yes, we could quite easily put that in. One of the things that I wanted to have is, so for example, the complaints and appeals, I wanted to, what I'm going to create is that this pop-up menu, you'll be able to put it on your website or your student website, wherever you're directing your students, and they'll be able to submit a complaint and appeal through just using the form. They don't see the whole system, they just see that form. So that way you've got a clear and transparent process for complaints and appeals where they can then submit a complaint. So we could also do the same thing with student support, so they can fill in a student support form. So I love that idea as well. Definitely can add that as well. We have multiple delivery sites. What does the system provide? Yes. So what we're going to be doing is we're setting up users, and I was just working on this today, actually. So the users are going to be, you're going to have your main admin person who will be able to add the other users, but they can also upload documents and things into all the registers. Then you're going to have a trainer assessor login where they will be able to access professional development. So they'll be able to add their professional development. So they won't see all of the other registers. They'll see the forms. So they'll be able to enter their professional development into the register, and we'll keep a record of all of their PD. And then we'll me knowing what you need to do, we'll set, okay, what level would different people have access to these different governance registers? One of the things that we identified is the fit and proper person register. We want that at the admin level, so the highest level. Then we're going to have, so admin, the second level is compliance manager. Then we've got trainers and assessors, and we've got admin, and then we might have a student access. So that's how we're developing that, so that you can have all of those different levels. So yeah, any of these ideas we love, because as I said, I love my tech, and I've been able to build this out. And what the main thing that we wanted to do is get one prototype out first. So that's why we were offering this special offer. So we've got a special offer. If you sign up by the end of today, it's going to be $250 a month, and you lock it in at that price, and you get all of the updates as well. So you get all, so being our test people. So we have a number of our members who are also going to be testing this as well. We're doing a special introductory price, and you get it locked in at that price. So I've got a lot more ideas for this system moving forward. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to make sure first that we had all of these governance registers in here first, so that you could access all of these. Then the other one was the risk management. So that's almost pretty much ready to go as well. The compliance calendar, making sure that you are able to manage that compliance and add those tasks in there as well. So you'll have a list of the tasks that you'll be able to do as well. Yeah, I don't think that one was working. And then, so we just wanted to get this one released first, so that you have a basic dashboard that you can work with. And then my ideas later for future development is we're going to add things like getting the AI to do the risk management for you. So when you type in your risk, it will actually read those words and then identify what level risk it is. So you don't need to. It will just do the risk level for you, and do a lot of automation. So we wanted to make it easier for you, so that most of it is going to be automated. So that's where we're going moving forward. With all the AI tech that we have right now, there's lots of opportunities for us to be able to incorporate that into this system. No worries, Adam. I think you've already signed up. So yeah, so I look forward to onboarding you into the system. So yeah, so that's basically the system that we have so far. This is going to be the first release, and we should have this released within the next month. So we were planning on trying to get it launched by 1 July, but I was very busy writing policies, procedures and documents for all of our members. So we've now got a full suite of documents that we're providing all of our clients. So they've got all of those documents. And what's going to happen is with our superhero members, so anybody who is a superhero member, this is a special offer as well for all of our members. We'll upload all the documents for you as well. So we'll upload all your new policies, procedures, forms and documentation into ComplyHub. So if you become a superhero member, you also will, because all superhero members get access to all of our documents, so we'll be able to upload all of those as as well. So that's a special offer just for superhero members, where we'll also, so you'll lock in the $250 a month, as well as get us to upload all of the documents for you. So so that's a great system for managing all of that. And I'm up there for ideas. I've got lots of great ideas. My background prior to getting into compliance is tech. So I've built many sites and websites and systems in the past, and this is the ultimate system. I basically wanted to take our whole process of how we manage all of our compliance within one system, so that makes it easier for you. And that was the whole purpose behind this, is making sure that we have a good system that is going to be easy for everyone to use. So that was our purpose. So any other questions that you may have, please let me know. We do have and I know Dave's online. If Dave can add that link to, you are going to get an email today as well, so don't worry about that. And in that email is going to be a link for that special offer. So if you're a current superhero member, so it's $250 a month, and you'll get you'll get all of the updates, all the future updates, and you'll be locked in at that price indefinitely. So you won't, and we're looking at, because we've been looking at other systems and what other people are doing, where it's most probably going to be around about the $500 mark. So you're going to get it at a very special price, where you'll be able to access all of this compliance requirements. Then we've also got if you are not a superhero member, we've also got the opportunity where you can also access all of our policies, procedures, forms, and documentation. So if you wanted to become a member, our basic membership is Amethyst membership. So with the Amethyst membership, you can get the ComplyHub plus all of the policies, procedures, and documents together, and we'll also upload them. So if you're not a member right now and you'd like to, we can also get you set up as a Amethyst member. So Amethyst includes all of the policies, procedures, and documents, and we currently have 191 of those. So yes, there's a lot of documents that you'll access. What we've actually broken down all of the policies into individual policies. So we have based on division or section or standard, so that you can then, while I was writing all the policies and procedures, I was writing it so that we could use it in ComplyHub. So that was the whole system. So I've just put a link in the chat, so you can go to that landing page to find out more, where you can then book in a call if you wanted to do that, or you could just purchase. So we have not only that offer of ComplyHub at $250 per month lifetime, we've also got that special offer for the Amethyst Superhero membership, so where you can access ComplyHub as well as all of the documentation. So if you haven't done all of your policies, procedures yet, and you'd like to get a nice, easy package where we will continually update. So that membership also includes all of the updates over the next 12 months as well. And you'll get access to, because what we foresee, because I've seen it in the past when we've gone to audit following a legislative change, is there will be changes in the policies, procedures, and documents as well as we go to audit. So the great thing is that you'll get all of the updated documents as well as the full suite. So you don't need to. And I tell you, I have spent the last year working on our policies, procedures, and documents, and the last 6 months have been intense in the writing of the policies, because what we did is we started with the documents first, we wrote a policy. Then we went to the documents, and then we had to incorporate all the documents because we identified a lot of new. The video link doesn't come up. Yeah, no, I need to fix that one. Sorry, I will fix. It's basically me doing this. That's the video. So yeah. So but everything else works on there. So you can book in on our website as well if you wanted to have a chat with Dave. You can go to the Vivacity website and you can book in a call with Dave as well, and he can talk about our other membership options. So the membership options is that basic, which is your Amethyst membership, which is the policies, procedures, forms and documentation, as well as live webinars. So you get access to all of our monthly webinars. So we have a webinar on compliance, webinar for trainers and assessors. We have the 8 critical drivers to RTO success, and all of our superhero members get an exclusive webinar once a month where I am teaching you how to implement the policies, procedures and documents into your RTO. So that's really important, as it's one of the requirements of the new standards is that everyone gets training on implementing the policies and procedures. So you don't need to do it. We'll do it for you. So we'll do all of that induction training for all of your staff. So that's part of the Amethyst membership. Now, our upper membership levels are where you also get consult hours. So our team will be here for you and can answer your questions. And depending on the level of support you need, we can also help with preparing for audit. We can also do assessment validation. We can do just do an internal audit of your RTO. There's basically anything you can think of that you might need assistance with in your RTO is how we what we can do to help you as compliance experts. Is there a limit? No, we haven't got a limit for this special offer. So that may come down the track, but for this special offer, where you lock it in, there will be no limit for users. So mainly because we want as many people as possible testing this system to make sure that it's actually going to work for you. And then we're also, so this is our pilot of the system. And yes, it's beta. We've had a lot of questions around whether it's beta or not. Yes, it's beta, but so are the standards. So the standards this is all written around the 2025 standards and includes all of the requirements around all of those standards. So yes, so that's another benefit of signing up now. You'll get unlimited users and get locked in at that price at $250 a month. So yeah, definitely we can assist with that. As this is driven through AI as well, how do you ensure data security? That has been our biggest concern. So the security requirements is actually been the biggest hurdle so far, but we have worked out we've got everything in a database that is secure and all access is authenticated. So you will need to have authenticated access. And when you set up your users, the authenticated users will be by level. So as I said, I was just working on that yesterday and today, and we're almost ready for that. So we wanted to get the main bones of the system working first so that I could do this demo. And then secondly, so that we've got that authenticated access. So all your information will be secure. Only you will see your own data. You won't see anybody else's data. And we're very much focused on that data security. So yes, definitely got that covered. Any other questions? All right, so if we don't have any other questions, I'd love for you to check out the online system. We will be there. We're only doing that special offer of $250. It's ending today, so that's the end of today. But we will be giving out demo versions later. What is the contract term? 12 months. So 12 months initially. So so you'll get that contract for 12 months at $250 a month, and then I'd love to know what your thoughts are following there, but I will be continually updating this system to meet all your requirements. No promo code. No promo code required. So the price, the site's coming down tomorrow. So this offer is only locked in for the end of today. So you can just log in and you'll be able to purchase it today, and you'll be locked in on that. And then we'll send you a reoccurring invoice whereby we'll do automated payments that will reoccur every month, so that and then we initially wanted everyone to take it up for 12 months so that you can give it a really good trial at it, and making sure that it actually works with everything that you want. As I said, the initial is I wanted to get those spreadsheets into a dashboard where you could access it online and make it easier. But moving forward, there's going to be so much more. Not so much a question, but let me know when you would like to talk integration. Okay. No problem. We can definitely talk about that. Yeah. The whole idea is we really would like ComplyHub to integrate with your student management system, just to make it easier, so that you're not double handling information, and you'll be able to, we can definitely do links to student files within your current student management system, but I would love to have a full integration with your student management system as well as ComplyHub, because we don't want that double handling. The big thing is, for those who know me, I've been in the training industry, so I didn't introduce myself. My name's Angela, and I've been in the training industry for over 30 years, and Vivacity's been operating for almost 16 years, and we've been working in compliance I've been working in compliance for 30 years. So I've got a lot of experience in all of this, and one is that compliance side, but also building systems for you to manage your compliance. So it's not just an IT person that's written this system. It's me with my extensive experience when it comes to compliance. So it will be really user friendly, and it will talk vet talk. It's very much written just for the RTO sector, just to manage your ongoing compliance. Any other questions? And I can answer any questions moving forward as well. Otherwise, that's it for the demo. Or if there's anything else that you want to see on the system, I'm happy to show. But that basically is the demo for today. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for great, Rachel. Glad you liked it. Can you change the colours? Well, most probably down the track we'll do that. Don't you like my colours? Mostly down the track, we could mostly do that. We just wanted to brand it to Vivacity at the moment, but we could highly likely have a settings where you could change your colours and add your logo as well. So that would be something that we'd want down the track. But initially, it will be the system as you've seen it. What if after the first year you don't want to continue with the Amethyst? Yep, that's fine. That's fine. If you don't want to continue after the first year, that's fine. We just wanted to, because the main reason why we've got all of this as a 1-year package is too bright for my eyes. Okay. The main reason why we wanted to do it as a package is one of the requirements of the standards is you have to deliver training to all of your staff on how to implement the policies, procedures, forms, and documentation. That's why we've put it in that you have to be for a year, because it's going to take a year to train all your staff as well. So that Superhero Tools Unleash is where we're going to train you on how to implement as well. Great, Erica. Thank you. That's awesome. Glad to see that you've signed up. Awesome. So we're looking forward to bringing everyone up to speed when it comes to managing your compliance and making it much easier for you as well. But yes, I'll definitely look at those color options. Too bright. I love that. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much. And I look forward to catching up with you again soon. And if you do decide to become a Amethyst member, I'll see you at future webinars. So I deliver the majority of the webinars, so I'll see you at then. Thank you very much for attending today. I look forward to catching up with you again soon.